Main man, made man here. Y'all know how I get down. We talking boxing. So, man, it seems as if both of these fighters had fought their hearts out. James Degale and Badou Jack, and they fought themselves to a draw. Two judges having it 113 apiece. Another judge having it 112, 114, which is clearly, man, I don't understand when they say draw with this particular case, because if two judges have it a draw and then you got one, the third judge breaking the tie, if you will, then I don't understand how it's a draw. But it's a draw. Whatever the fuck. It's a draw. It was an all-around good fight. Hats off to both men. Hats off to both corners. They fought their fucking hearts out. Gave us a hell of a fight. Hell of a card all around, man. This fight, the first fight, both fights were good fight. The Tank Davis fight. And it was hard for me to judge this fight. Honestly, when I was judging this fight off the first, first viewing, I scored it a draw myself, man. I mean, I don't honestly have a problem with the ruling of this fight. I mean, it was hard to even take the title from either men from the way they fought in this particular fight tonight. Both men hurting each other, knocking each other down, man, fighting to the end, man, fighting with every fiber of their being, if you will. You know what I'm saying? So all around good fight. I didn't understand why the fuck James Degale's mouthpiece kept falling out, man. That's the part that really confused me, all this shit, man. I mean, at first, they came back that he lost a tooth in this fight, man. It ain't no surprise there. I mean, he kept losing his damn mouthpiece. It was like 4 or 5 times. One time, his corner even grabbed the mouthpiece to hide it from the ref to prevent him from taking a point, which the ref should have done, man. And honestly, that could have been the thing that broke this fight in the direction of Badou Jack, because if this was a draw, if the ref would have deducted a point, that could have been a big significant thing, man. But I didn't understand why the hell Degale kept spitting his mouthpiece out. I figured that maybe he wanted the ref to keep jumping in. That's what it seemed like and shit. It seemed like he wanted the ref to keep jumping in. He didn't know if he was going to be in trouble or if he was tired or what was going on. But a couple of times they showed it in slow motion. Man, that dude was spitting that out on purpose, man. So I don't know what James Degale was thinking. I don't know if it was because of his tooth. Paulie Malignaggi said some shit about it helps you breathe better. I mean, I'm sure it helps you breathe better, but damn, if you spit your mouthpiece out, you're gonna lose a freaking tooth, man. Just like your ass did. But whatever, man. After the fight, man, Badou Jack felt as though he won this particular fight. He think he was robbed in this particular fight. And James Degale, who crashed Badou Jack's post-fight interview, was trying to get him a rematch. Man, James Degale knows, man, ain't shit at 168. Ain't no one really left big name-wise for him to fight at that division. So a rematch with Badou Jack, man, well, he would hope to get that. He was trying to get his promoter, Eddie Hearn, to get involved, which once prompted Floyd Mayweather to enter the ring for him to get involved. And, I didn't like how Floyd Mayweather carried the shit after the fight, man. I mean, he gonna get in there and say, man, that Badou Jack was robbed. I mean, it's cool he's taking up for his fighter, but for the betterment of the sport, man, to announce that like that when we all seen both men fight their hearts out, and to just kind of really disrespect James Degale like that to his face, man, and saying that, Badou Jack was robbed. I don't think that was right, man. I mean, this was a hard fight to call. I'm not going to say that Badou Jack was robbed, but I know a lot of people going to bring up the Andre Ward, Sergey Kovalev thing. It's going to lead back to that, man. Fuck that, man. In this particular fight, nah, man, Badou Jack, James Degale, I scored this thing a draw. It was a close fucking fight. But if the ref would have done his job, I think Badou Jack could have tipped it if they would have deducted the point from James Degale. But like I said, Floyd ain't help, man. He ain't do no favors. He better remember, man, he is a promoter now, man. It's hard, I guess, for Floyd to sometimes adjust from out of the fighter mentality. And remember, he's a promoter. And for him to announce right there on Showtime, a network he's going to be doing plenty of business with, for his fighters, you know what I mean? To say that he was robbed, that Badou Jack was robbed right there on Showtime, man, it's kind of crazy, man. Clearly, like Mayweather said and Badou Jack said, they had plans on moving up to 175 after this fight. We've seen Floyd Mayweather taking snipes at Andre Ward throughout the week. Clearly, it was for Badou Jack, who's moving up to Andre Ward's division. He even let the cat out the bag and said that we've been trying to negotiate a fight with Adonis Stevenson. Stevenson, which is a very, very possible fight. I mean, there's a lot of things they had planned for Badou Jack after this particular fight, and to know that it ended in this fashion, I don't even know if they're going to even give James Degale the rematch, man. I mean, hats off to Degale for trying to get the rematch, and he fought his heart out, man. I mean, clearly his strategy was to keep Badou Jack in the middle of the ring and try to be the mover, come in from the angles, and it was working real good. But once James Degale became more inaccurate during the fight, and he got more in a phone booth fight with Badou Jack, he allowed Badou Jack to get back into the fight. Badou Jack was fighting a slower paced fight, picking his shots smarter, picking his shots wisely, trying to hurt James Degale. And he hurt James Degale far worse than James Degale hurt him in this fight. When James Degale knocked down Badou Jack, it was more flash knockdown. But when Badou Jack knocked down James Degale, that dude was hurt, man. It's amazing that he made it through that 12th round, truth be told. But I'm sorry, man. I mean, James Degale, to me, he got off his strategy. He made it into a phone booth fight, which was foolish. Hats off to Badou Jack for the way he cut off the ring. I mean, honestly, I think a lot of fight fans may even see Badou Jack as winning this fight, man, to be truth be told. But if they do, I ain't gonna be mad at that, truth be told. Because Badou Jack fought his ass off, but so did James Degale, man. But James Degale got hurt more. He should have had points deducted from him, and he just lost his game plan, I thought, in midway point throughout the fight. But he started off early, very, very good, man. But Badou Jack, man, going up to 175, don't know if he's going to give him a rematch. I think I would like to see a rematch. I mean, given that ain't shit going on at 168 anyway, these still two, they both leaving with their belts. Fuck it, I'd like to see him do it again, man. I think it was a worthy enough fight, and I think Showtime will put it back on either way. Hopefully the negotiations won't be too bad, but according to Badou Jack, man, he's killing himself to make that 168-pound division, and 175 is looking real good to him. I haven't heard anything about him wanting to take a catch weight or anything like that. He wanted to go right up to 175 and hopefully get that Adonis Stevenson or Andre Ward fight, man. So we'll see what happens, man. But clearly not a robbery. I'm happy with the draw. Could have seen it for either man, but if I had to, if someone forced me to make a decision, it's a draw for me, but I would lean more towards Badou Jack, given he hurt James Degale, and James Degale should have had a point deducted from him. But it was a great fight. To the next video, Main Man Made Man. Don't forget to subscribe. Twitter, Made Man 511. Facebook, Main Man Made Man Boxing Forum. Google Plus, Main Man Made Man. You look at the punch stats, man. It was just even fight, man. It was real close fight. Both men just hurt each other. I mean, this is what you want to see. Two prime fighters, two good athletes. Number one, number two of the division, squaring off, man. Not afraid to get in the ring and go at each other. Neither guy really gave each other too much shit to make this fight, man. They kind of found each other. Hope they do it again. Floyd Mayweather, what he did was fucked up, man. Real shit, man. And that's fucked up what he did to James Degale by saying that he was Badou Jack was robbed. That was fucked up. To the next video. Peace out.